Okay, trying this again. Leave my house for a few minutes and come back. Okay, sorry about the false start. Here we are, revising this environment. I don't know what I should even bother trying to recap on any of that, but the important parts are polishing up this old scene that I made to get it on the portfolio within the next few days. I started a Discord server. Please join it if you want to hang out and chat. And I won't be trying to share any kind of notes or anything that I take that are valuable, I feel like. Or maybe not even, but it'll all be there. You know, if you want to continue chatting after I'm streaming and actually talk, that'll be a place you can do it. So, all right, let's get back to the task at hand, which is fixing this floor that I screwed the UVs up on, and trying to do a bake to see if I can get some more specific grime on it. And I already did a little test in Marmoset where I baked my high poly to a low poly, but I don't know if I even should be trying to use a low poly. I might actually try this again with the high poly. Oh, I'm thinking about how I UV'd all these very kind of maybe not super duper clean way. What happens if I take this low out and just duplicate the high? That's my low, and then try to bake this again, because we actually have geometry now. It's very light. Hard to see from here, but let's just see what happens. I'm going to bake this again and see what we get out of that. I click preview. It is pretty grungy. What is all of this? Oh my gosh. It's fun going back to old things and realizing all this stuff you did maybe not the best way. Is there an easy way to view, or was that preview? Was it a preview material? I'm like just proficient enough in Marmoset to get things done and not really much more than that. But I do like how it bakes. I created a new material. Let's just add. I'm gonna plug in into the albedo. I'm gonna put the curve so I can see what it looks like. Does that work? I don't really see it. I guess I haven't put it on here, have I? Oh my god, that's right. They're all separate materials. What is this? This might not work. This might not work. It's like... Oh, I don't know. It all just looks like weird lines. I don't know if this is gonna be worth... like messing with. Ahoy! Oh, it's the Dyad. Wow! Long time no speak. How are you doing? How is the VGM these days? How is the pixel art these days? I'm making pixels, but not in a way that I want to be right now. These look bad. Doing okay. Sitting at desk, keeping an eye on the kids. I feel ya. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's kind of a different time of day for me to hop on, but yeah. Thanks for jumping in. Here's trying to clean up this project that I had going before, so I can put on my portfolio. It's just, it never quite got done. I kind of burnt out on working on it. Now I'm going back and seeing all the reasons I burned out on it, and it's making me want to burn out on it again. But you know, that's the way it goes. But I gotta get something. It's got to be done in the next 2 days. I gotta be done with this so that I don't have to think about it anymore, and I can put it up on portfolio and apply to jobs with it. So, fingers crossed. Don't let perfect be the enemy of good. Yeah, that's a good saying. Trying to be perfect definitely can get in the way of getting things done, for sure. But yeah. What am I gonna do with this floor? I screwed up. Ugh, I don't know. I made this ceiling the other day. It's all texture. But I feel pretty happy about it. I think it turned out pretty well. Just the material in Unreal with the texture made in Substance Designer. But in the process of doing that, I totally screwed up the rest of this floor, which is the same. It's the same piece of geometry. It's just the bottom of it. So it all looks like magic. Well, that's awesome. Trying to make magic here. It's really, you know, it's really just, it looks like magic to the uninitiated, and that's like the minimum bar, you know. I'm doing okay. I really don't like the way this ended up making. What resolution did I make this at, though? That's another good question, because that might make a huge difference. Bake project. You feel like you should be walking and talking to an NPC. That's good. That's the feel I was going for. Somebody on the other side of that tree gonna teach you a magic spell. Okay, I'm gonna double the resolution to 4K here, which I think it needs to be because this is such a big thing. So let's see what 4K 4096 does for me. That actually looks better. Does it look good? It definitely looks weird in some spots, though. Let's see if I can get... What does the AO look like on this? It's okay. Look at the... I just want to look at the texture. Easy show file. Do that. How about that? And floor AO. AO stands. Oh, it's opening up in here. AO is ambient occlusion. It's the shadows that just kind of happen by having two objects be close to each other. And you don't really generate those in real time. Sometimes you do, but usually you make a texture that does it for you. And the reason I am doing it right now, though, is to use it. What the heck is all this crap? Oh no! That looks bad. Something didn't work right over here. Or maybe this is okay, actually. I have to look at the mesh again. This might be a part that doesn't matter. But what you can do is you can generate this kind of shadow that will sort of describe where like things are meeting, and then you can use that as a mask for like another texture. So like I could just sort of apply dirt to that section to kind of like bring a little realism and kind of tie it together a little bit more, because right now the way it looks in my scene, it's just a tileable texture that doesn't really have much to do with you know, any of the like variation and roughness and grime and stuff is all very, it's all like procedural and tiled. Hey Nihao, thank you for coming back. Sorry I had to hop on and run a few minutes ago. So what I was trying to do is find a way to put some grime on the mesh in a procedural way that kind of, you know, it happens more in recesses and stuff. So what you're getting is kind of the recesses when you make an ambient occlusion texture. So this looks like it baked okay. This might be good enough. I'm trying to decide how I want to adjust it. I should probably I might take it in the Substance Designer and mess with it. Or I could just do it in an image editor. Just do it in here. With levels. Black level. Yeah, so I could like hold this up some more. Ooh, look at the weird noise. Huh. I'm gonna bring the white level down so that it's all kind of just in the crevices. Maybe I could shift the... Is the gamma the mid-level? Is that the same thing? Interesting. Oh, that is something different. This is a weird levels. I'm used to there being like a midpoint you can shift. Which, I don't know, maybe that is gamma, but I just don't get it. Weird detail there. Let's do a little Google. Affinity photo levels mid. Determines the distribution of mid-tone pixels in the image. Yeah, that is it. That is the mid. Okay, it's weird. I guess it's so contrasty already. Groceries. Enjoy. Good luck with the chores. I'm feeling that too. I had to do a quick last minute chore before I was able to actually make the stream happen. Whoa. Whoa, you can shoot it. Okay, if you go over the top of the mid, you get inverted. This is okay like this, I think. I wish it weren't quite so noisy, though. I might... Actually, before I do that... Here... Oh, it made it an adjustment layer. Because it is a smart piece of software. Okay, bringing the darks up so we get a little more contrast on that end. Bring the whites down a little so it's not all over everything. Where's that camera? Okay. And let's see. How about a blur? Can we do that? That's not what I need. Live filters, that's what it'd be. Caution. Where'd you go? Come back. That's probably okay. Alright, now I'm gonna save this out again. But where it? There we go. Does it zoom? Yeah, it works like Photoshop. Okay. Export. Let's... yeah, PNG is fine. And I think it should probably have a white matte. I don't know. Just don't want to get any weird transparency I don't expect. Export. I'm going to... nope. I'm going to call this... oops, where are we at? ArtStation Dragon's Rise. Where do I want to put this? Usually I stick it into the application I used, but I'll put it under... no, because I adjusted it. Yeah, I'll put it in here. It's probably where I would look first if I was trying to find it. This is going to be called Floor Grunge Mask. Okay. This is the whole thing packed into it. I might be able to do make a second UV set for the mesh and do it where it is all packed in like this, just for the purposes of being able to layer this texture on. And then I can keep the other ones that are just like crazy huge outside of the boundaries. The tiling kind of already built in. See here, I'll put that in here. Where did you go? My texture is not there. Hello? Or what? I put it in bake. I'm gonna move this. Floor straight. I should rename this to floor straight as well because there's a four corner. I'm just gonna need the same treatment here. Boop. All right. Now, let's get... It's gonna need its own mask material. All right, I'm gonna go to materials. Floor. Ugh. What is your... Oh my god. Oh my god. This is a crazy material. This is based... What is the... Why is this... What is... Oh yeah, okay, hold on. This has 8 materials on it. That's right. Holy good lord. Oh. Another phone call. Man, I'm popular today, which is unusual. I'll be right back. Okay, my keys changed because I changed things. Okay, sorry about that. This material is a train wreck. This hurts my head to look at. This is too much happening. Does this need this? It does not. This is where I was trying to bake it and use a masked material to do all of this. I'm a little confused. What? This might be a different... Hold on. If I click on this actual mesh that I'm using... That's not it. Oh yeah. That's it. Yeah, this one still has all the material slots. Okay. The other thing is exhausting about this is that I'm gonna have to update each one of these materials to have this feature, and I don't think they're all inheriting from the same master material. Oh my god, is any of this worth it? If I were to start this over now from scratch, if I were making this again new, how would I do that? It's different than what we have going on here. I don't know. The answer is I don't know. I know that having 8 materials on an object is a lot. I would probably try to do more... I could reduce that number if I did some of the color. Like, I could reuse, like... You know, I've got, like, 3 or 4 different kinds of, like, marble. Those could be technically, like, the same material. They could come from the same texture, but then I could tint it within my Unreal material. I don't know. So many of these are too different, though. Like that blue, nothing else looks like that blue. The hammered brass stuff. Bronze, whatever. Bronze. I just have to find a way that's quicker than vertex painting all this, because this is just, it's so fiddly and there's so much of it that I would have to do. I just need to do this in kind of a broad sort of way. But yeah, I think this is more or less how I would need to do this. I don't know. I might have to pick somebody's brain about it one day if I were to do something again. It's such a big chunk of stuff, and when you have a big model, you have to have tileable textures or be doing something else. You can't have it be all like a bespoke baked down texture, because your texture would have to be like 16k or something. I don't know. Something huge. We're not there yet in terms of the technology. Man, I don't know. gotta figure this out. I gotta settle on something and just freaking do it. Brass has its own. This bronze. Why does this bronze need its own material? This is the same. I could reuse something else. The brass material for the bronze, because I just plug in different textures and it's the same thing. So that could be the same base material. Is anybody doing anything special? I don't think they are. Okay. This is a material. This is probably... Oh yeah, okay, that's right. I did make adjustments to this before to have vertex painting. Looks like a fancy bowling ball. It is. It looks very much like a bowling ball, now that you mention it. I think I can use this material for all of the marble stuff. I think I might already be, though. Let me see here. And then if I just update this material, I will have the features I add to it and the other ones. M marble. You are also... That was the blue one. What is your parent? Stone. Something else. Your parent is marble. That one we already have open, we know is marble. It's all bowling balls. Your parent is marble. And ceiling is a whole other thingamabob. So I would have to give the stone... I wonder if I... It's gonna mess this up. But let's see what happens if I do this. Marble. Boop. Crap. Did I mention that I started a Discord for my Twitch stream? Please join. You can be like the second and third members. I just need your numbers. No, I want people there to talk to and share stuff with. It would be awesome. I know sometimes it's a process to get there, though. So, and I know everybody has 50 Discords that they're a member of, so no judgment if you don't want to, but I would love it if you did. There's a clickable link in the About section of my Twitch profile. So you don't have to type in the little funky numbers at the end. Let's see, I was trying to find... I didn't mention, sorry, I started the stream earlier. I was on for like 4 minutes and then I had to get off again. On mobile sofa boots will be back. Okay. I appreciate it. Let me do it. Let's see if it says anything. Hey, one. Oh yeah. It's not gonna show me your name because yep. Oh yeah, well, I don't know. Anyway, the diversion. I'll come back to that later. I need to set up this material. So what we need to do is find the textures for the stone. which was called this thing, the Tabertine one. I should actually learn how to pronounce this word, because every time I say it both ways that make sense to me, and I don't know which one's right. Tabertine? Tabertine? Do you look right? It doesn't have any of the grungy stuff I put on it before, but that's okay. I'm gonna say that looks right enough. So we'll save that. You are inheriting from the marble. So I should be able to edit in marble. To put that mask in here. To do the grungy thing I wanted to do. Right now... I wonder if I could just use... I could probably just use what I was doing vertex for before. Right enough for government work. Yeah. What is this doing? 3-point levels. Oh, I was tweaking... Alright. Oh, that was blending in. That was roughing up the edges of the grunge. I think what I need to do is blend between... This is the dirty dirt. The dirty dirt. This is what is creating the blend. What is this? This is the thing that's messing up the edges of the blend. I don't know if I need all of this functionality in here to make this happen. I think what I'm gonna do is disconnect this for now. Break. I just want to break this pin. Break this link. I'm gonna bring in my texture. Where did it go? That mask I made. That's the occlusion. Uh-oh. Floor straight grunge mask. Let's drop it in here. Actually, I don't need to. I need this. Dude. Okay, so here's the mask. Yeah, that makes sense. Just plugging it in straight. I guess I could use just the red channel. Since it's a grayscale. And now we see the blend of the dirt. Okay, so, but I absolutely am gonna have to change some things on this so that it doesn't look whack. But let's see what it did. Okay, here we go. Oh, so low res and crap looking. But for the basis of subtle variation, for the purposes of making it so, oh boy, hello. Oh no, you have something different going on your texture. Oh, I'm gonna have to. That's right. It'll have its own because it will match its geometry. Yeah, so you can see like it's another material over here, which is this like dirt. It's like a dirt grungy material that I made in Substance Designer, and there's a roughness that goes with it too. But this thing that I just made is telling it where the dirt is gonna be. It's just a grayscale that's like, if it's white, it's the marble, if it's black, it's the dirt, and everywhere between, it's like a fade. So what I need to do now is kind of what was going down here, which is to give it some control to be able to adjust the contrast and you know, how intense it looks. I think I will. I wonder if I could make this easy. If I just plug this, like I did before, I only need red. Just plug that into the texture, and then I'll spit that out into the alpha. And I have some controls down here that, ooh, I didn't mean to go into that node. Should have some controls. Okay, so if I save what I've done to my marble material, I should be able to go to, let's go to which one that's really visible. Oh, the lighting is really messing it up. Although this angle gives me kind of a variety of light intensities to preview this under. Okay, I need to open up. Let's do the red one. This marble red stuff. And it's called, I still have it called vertex mask, but so that doesn't really matter, but are you doing anything? Are you doing anything? Yeah. Okay, yeah, on the red we can see it's getting a little, that's weird. Well, I guess that makes sense because it's flat right there, but it's so even though, I kind of don't like it, and I think I might actually work in that thing that was roughing up the edge of it. Whatever I do, it needs to. I put a fog card here for it as a test to see if I could get some atmosphere on it. But like if you look at it from the side, it's like, ooh, like, that is like the strength of it. Ooh, okay. Okay, it needs to be pretty low on the black level. It's hard to control, like, the overall brightness of this thing. Like, if I go to white and I tone it down, it seems to do the opposite of what I would expect it to. No, that's saying the maximum white is a gray. Oh, that does make sense. Okay, so leave that at 1. And the maximum black, it's weird how this mid interacts with the black. I think it's really funky and kind of hard to mess with. What I need is my texture to be darker in general. Lower contrast. It's a lot of darks, sort of a... There we go, we're getting somewhere. But I can't go above my mids or I start losing the edges, it's weird. Like that, something like that. I'm getting like some dustiness. It's so kind of perfect, but how big is this file? Which file? My project? My Unreal project? Or my texture? Textures are, most of my textures I've done at 4K, which is kind of big, but my Unreal project is some gigs probably. Let's see. I'll look real quick. the whole project, cached whatevers and all. 11 gigs. It's probably not the most optimized thing either, to be honest with you, because like when I first started working on this, I was kind of doing a mid-poly approach, but I think I probably beveled it. I've got more detail in my meshes than I should have, I think. Now going back and doing it again, I would have made sure all my bevels were just a one radius, like a chamfer, and just use shading to get the visual of the curve. Just a smidge bigger than pixel art file size. It's like the two ends of the spectrum. Doing stuff in Unreal Engine and pixel art. Alright, well, that might be serviceable. I'm just gonna tweak some of these other... I wish this actually... This has... Oh, yeah, it's still looking real junk, because the... Man, I gotta... I'm to a point where I think I have to make a decision about something. I don't feel ready to... Like, it looks over... No, it doesn't look right over there. Like, this is the level of resolution that I should have in the tileable stuff, but I messed it up. Now we're gonna see a seam right here that we used to not see. But you know what? It's not a big deal. There are seams and things, and the fact that I actually modeled in this little bevel right here kind of makes it okay. So... What does it look like from the angle that I had set up? You probably can't see any of the scrap from this angle. Like, ugh. I think I need to set up a couple other shots too to work towards. But I'm having a hard time landing on anything I like. It's really kind of tough because there's so much repetition, and it's so hard to show off any particular thing in a way that looks nice. And is composed. I guess it's just my own weakness in terms of composition, but let's see here. Okay, so I think I've determined that like this is gonna be enough, I think, to get some grunge in there. Oops, I'm still in my locked camera here. Oops. Yeah, let's do another little experiment here where I bake this out. Lower corner. One? What's the floor corner? Alright, what's going on there? It's crashing into that other one. Did I move this accidentally? Oh, there's something else. Oh man. Okay. There's so much so much old crap in here that like, I can't even remember what's what anymore. Okay. Floor corner. I'm going to... No, I can't. Here's another thing to test. Floor straight high. Dang, just 3D modeling required dealing with a lot of moving pieces. Like environment art, it's just like, it's like 5 different disciplines all like smashed together. It's like, if you're trying to build environments, you have to know how to model, you have to probably know how to do some sculpting, you probably have to know how to create some textures, you have to know about materials and how to use your textures in a way that keeps things sort of tied together, and you have to know a little bit about lighting at least to be able to get some lighting stuff in your scene to work with. It's a lot of stuff, and it's so easy to find yourself going down a path and just working on one of those particular things way longer than you should. So, like, probably like the biggest skill that I'm finding is important beyond like learning, you know, how to use the software and do all that stuff is like keeping yourself on task and planning what you're gonna do and getting to the point where you have like, you gotta feel the whole scene out as quickly as possible. It's like block it out, make it super rough, but get it all in there so you can see what it's gonna look like, at least in the ugly early stage as soon as you can, because if you can't see the whole picture as you're going through and be polishing on it, you're gonna like get lost. Like you're just gonna be working on a material for weeks, you know? So like that's a lot. I mean, it's a thing I'm learning, I'm trying to get better at, but it's so easy to go down rabbit holes, and I say it every time I stream, oh, I'm going down a rabbit hole on this thing again. I hear myself saying it all the time. But you have to be aware of it because, like, nothing will ever get done if you work on each individual piece until you feel like it's as good as it can be, because you have to be looking at the whole picture. It's so much. But I like all of it. Like, that's the thing that's so hard about it. It's like, I want to go down all these rabbit holes because I love doing all these different things. Like, I love modeling and making materials, and I love lighting. But it's like, yeah, you gotta keep things in check. Yeah. I did a mentorship last year with a guy named Joby Carmaker, who he worked on the Jedi Fallen Order games, and he worked on Apex Legends. Really nice guy, had really good work, and like the biggest thing I learned from him was like the kind of steps in the process to blocking and like doing a vertical slice, and just like getting everything in there as quick as possible. Like the whole process was the most valuable takeaway there. I also learned a lot about blending materials, which I didn't know about, and knew that I needed to learn about it, and Unreal. But like that was just a technical thing. Like process thing was the real valuable thing. Okay, so where is this straight piece I was working on that was called low? Floor straight low. Okay, it has the packed UV stuff. I think I need to do that again. I want to make I'm going to try making a second UV set on this so that like I can have the baked stuff, but also so that I can line up and already have the tiling set up in these things so that they line up the way I want them to, which I did initially, but like, I don't know. It might be too much to try to have both these things, but we'll see. Part to enjoy versus big picture. Yeah, you kind of have to learn to enjoy the big picture. It's a struggle. Okay, here is the high version of this. Wait, this? No, it's messed up. I was like, I thought it looked right at first, but it does not. These are huge. Floor straight 0, 1. Are you the right one? Isolation. No. I think that might just be like an instance or something. I don't ever do that, it's crazy. This is the one I need, I think. What are you? Floor long. Okay. What does your massive UV mess look like? Okay. This is set up for tiling the way I want it to tile. But what I need to do is go to my UVs, create a new UV set. UV map to I'll call it UV map packed. It's not probably gonna remember that. I'm gonna go here now, and we're gonna look at this mess over here. And I guess I'm just gonna let UV Pack Master do its magic. It's gonna mess up the underside of this mesh, so I'm gonna have to go back and do that again. That doesn't need any of this, though. The underside is not using any of this baked stuff. Neither of the sides. I don't think the sides are visible anywhere in the scene. No, they've all got like this. Oh, well, wait a minute. Yeah, that's something else. Okay. Yeah, the sides are covered up, so I don't have to worry too much about them either. Trying to decide if I should. I guess I should just exclude this from the packing procedure here. How do you? Can you not grow this thing? Can I grab the island? Hello. Blah. Island? There we go. Okay, we're gonna scoot you over. This is the bottom, so that everybody can see. That's this. And now, this is the rest. And we're going to pack this mess. You don't want fixed scale. You do, I think, want a normalized scale. We'll keep the 5 pixel margin. And we'll do the heuristic search. And we'll do its thing over 5 seconds. Let's do it. Pack. Okay. Why does this all look upside down? Maybe it's not. Why? Hey, UV Pack Master, that's your fault. Isn't it your job to make them not stand on top of each other? Huh, okay. Well, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put 15 seconds of heuristic UV searching or packing magic. Go. I think it might have found a good spot. It's not yelling at me yet. Let's escape. Is that old info? No. Why you? Okay, where else? What are these tiny pieces of nothing? Oh my god. Okay. Why do you do this? I just scoot it all up my hair. Well, it selected the thing that's overlapping too, so how helpful is that? Boop. Oh my god, what? That's more than you said. That's more than you said. Doesn't look like it's overlapping. What's your deal? Is it? Oh. That's not Packmaster's fault. That's just me laying out UVs badly. We'll not worry about that stuff too much. I don't think that that's gonna be a deal breaker or anything. Some of these just unwrapped in a bad way when I first did it, and I never fixed it. Probably tiny little corners that are hard to see. Okay. Just get this and this and then down. No, why? Oh, is it stacking? Why? Yeah, ZenUV. It's a very good add-on. ZenUV. Actually, ZenUV. Sorry. This is UV Packmaster. Also an add-on that's paid. But if you're trying to do UVs, in Blender, ZenUV and UV Packmaster, like, it makes your life so much better. There's another piece of software people use. There's another paid piece of software, Rhizome, I think. I think it's really kind of like, that's probably like the best like paid UV workflow thing, but like, from what I understand talking to people who have used it, like, this is kind of on par. Like, you have these two add-ons, you can pretty much do the same stuff. Why is this overlapping? That's gonna be bad. You don't want anything overlapping. Why? I'll just bake it. We'll see what it looks like with that. And maybe we'll be okay. I'm just remembering something. Something annoying that I think needs to change. Marmoset. It only looks at the first UV set you have on a mesh. So I might have to export this separately with the packed UVs. Why did that do that? Why did that do that? The Dyad, thank you for coming by. Appreciate it. Yeah, hopefully there'll be streams and places you can view them when I'm not live. I'm gonna try putting this on YouTube. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, thanks again. Good to see you. All right. I need to do a little search real quick. Marmoset tool bag. Multiple UV sets. They've added a lot of stuff in recent history, but I don't know if this ever became a thing that they added. If I go to my low, man, it would be so great if they just did that. I just need a drop down that says, use this UV set, please. I'll take it in here. Okay, fair enough. We'll export a special version for Marmoset that only has the packed UV set. And then we will export a version that has both to Unreal. That might have been the in my music playlist. Let me see if I get something else going. Let's keep cruising with the lo-fi stuff. Let's see. What happened? Blender. Be nice. Okay, I'm gonna rename this one to floor long pack TV. I'm gonna get rid of the first TV set. What's going on right here? Oh, that's just desorting because of the distance. Wait a minute. Oh, this is the packed one. That's why it looks weird. Okay. Okay. Keep losing my mind. Always losing my mind. Alright, let's export this to... I'm gonna make a folder called Marmoset. Inside my export folder, I named that something real stupid. Oh, I'm an awesome typist. Okay. Let's go back here. I had another thought. It would really make this easier if this version... So really all I'm trying to do, the only thing I need to do in Marmoset, the only baking words, the only reason I'm baking in Marmoset is to get the curvature on the AO map. I'm not even sure I'm going to use the curvature map for anything, but the materials on it don't matter, and if it's only just one material, it's not going to import all that other garbage with it, so... I don't even need a material on it. Let's export this again. Floor straight, export Marmoset. Going back to Marmoset, making a new bake project. But I knew everything. Bake. And we're going to drag in this. And it's going to get duplicated. Control D. All right. Invisible. Okay. Now. All right. Let's make these textures again. I don't need normals, so it's already using the normals it's going to use. Curve, ambient, 4K. We're going to put it Marmoset floor. We're going to do it as a targa. And we'll call it floor straight. Save. Bake it. Okay, now we need to click P to preview. We can see it has AO map action. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can get by with not having to open up that texture in an image editor, and if I can just make that adjustment in my material to get the contrast. What is software? What is computers? What is life? Marmoset? Marmoset tool bag? Yeah, it's a Marmoset tool bag. It bakes the cleanest looking textures. If you're doing any baking, like, it's great. It's also like a super good presentation tool. It will make beautiful renders, real-time renders of your stuff. Real-time-ish. You know, people who do prop modeling and aren't really targeting a specific engine, like, they show off their work using Marmoset toolbag, like 9 times out of 10. It just looks really good if you do your presentation in here. It's a good presentation tool, and it is like the best baking tool. It's super fast. The thing that's great about the way it bakes too is that if you're baking normal maps, you can go through after the map is baked, and you can see, you know, usually you have like intersection errors and stuff where sometimes a thing is not completely flat and sometimes something will cross over something else. You can actually go in and paint on a texture where you want things to be completely flat, and it will like make adjustments to your normal bake in real time. That, like, it's the way to get the cleanest normal bakes, hands down. It is a paid tool. It's not horrible. It also does texturing stuff like Substance Painter does now. Not quite on the level of Substance Painter, but it's getting there. Yeah, Marmoset tool bag. Check it out. It's great. They have a subscription. You can subscribe, or you can pay for like a one-time license. And I feel like the one-time license was like somewhere between $300 and $400. Like a perpetual license. But yeah, it's really good. Let's see here. Okay, I baked those textures. Now I'm gonna go back. I need to export. I need to export the non-Marmoset one of these. Is it Flora Long? The one that had the 2 UV sets. Are you it? You be it. Yes. Okay. This is the one I need to export to. Oh man, it's in a weird place. Oops. I haven't been using the Unreal Engine exporter in this project because I did not discover it until later. But maybe I will. Maybe I will. The last 2 times I've tried to... Oh my gosh, excuse me. The last 2 times I've tried to set this up to export, though, I had to explicitly put in a path. And before, it used to just know a relative path. I don't know why it changed. It must be a new version of Blender thing that messed it up a little bit, but still it works. It's really still the best way to get objects exported to Unreal. I think I had to go here though. Export process, Blender standard. I had to go underneath. Where was it? Filters, nomenclature. Oh, I think what I had to do is just go in here and delete all these double slashes before everything. I think this is actually what's breaking things. I don't know why It's suddenly different than it used to be. But it is. It's also possible that I'd screwed it up somehow. Or forgot how to use it right. But, you know. Where is the thing? I think I don't need to rotate, but I do want to move to center. That's the real reason I want to do this, because I don't have to continue thinking about repositioning stuff. It will automatically move to center. I'll have two folders. It's okay. Export for Unreal Engine, one asset, go. Sometimes it will tell you that it did it, and sometimes it does not, and I don't know why, but it seems like it's still doing it because, ooh, holy crap, it just happened. Copy, export script, import script, assets. Yeah, okay. You've seen environments made in Blender? You can make anything in Blender. Blender's great. I really like Unreal though, as a target platform because everybody uses it. Not everybody, a lot of people. And the new GI stuff that's in here is really nice. It means you don't have to bake your lighting or anything. It's not perfect, but it is a legit game engine, which is cool. Okay, so what I need to do now is paste the import script, hit enter. Hello? What happened? Could not load Python file. Something it didn't work. That's not where this is supposed to go. Maybe I need to get rid of this slash too. Man, I don't know. This is static mesh. It's the only thing I'm exporting, so it's really the only one that matters. Export. There's no exported FBX folder. Why are you like this? I hope they update the add-on soon, because oh my gosh, it's so annoying. Missing paths, I guess. Oh my god. Maybe this is what I did before. I mean, it might be me. No, this is wrong. I need to go to projects. ArtStation, where are you? ArtStation. Dragon's Rise. Except, yeah, now it's got like a absolute path. Is there a difference between making environments in Unreal and Blender? Um, I mean, you can lay them all out and put them together in Blender if you want to do it that way. But my goal is to work in games, and I wanted to target an actual game engine. And knowing how to set materials up and work with like the lighting and things like that inside of Unreal was an important thing for me to want to learn. So it's part of my workflow. But I mean, you can make scenes in Blender, and you can set them up to look nice and be lit nicely and everything in Blender as well. But it's a different thing to be bringing all that stuff into a game engine. It's like an extra level of like learning other things that go into that. You know, the look of Unreal is different than the look of what you'll get in Blender using like Eevee or cycles, depending on how you want to do your rendering. I mean, you could use Eevee, which is, you know, it's a real-time renderer, and it's kind of like what you might get out of Unreal if it's set up certain ways. But it's, yeah, it's kind of, it would be a little bit different. Yeah, I think if you're trying to learn the process of creating environments for games specifically, it's pretty valuable to learn that kind of game engine end of it too. So if that's your goal, I recommend it. Unreal's a good choice because I mean, it's free unless you make over $1 million or something. So, um, you know, all the tools are there. It's a beast. There's a lot of stuff in there. It is a huge well of things you could potentially learn. But you know, uh, it's a good place to preview your environments and be able to actually run around in them and stuff. All right, I was gonna see if this thing actually exported where I was trying to tell it to. ArtStation. Exported FBX. Hello. There you are. Okay. This should import now. I didn't copy the script, I don't think. Am I crazy? Copy imported script assets. Asset scripts, what am I saying? Paste. Something's still not set up correctly. Import asset. Oh, hold on. This is so weird that this doesn't work right anymore. I'm not sure. Which module plugin name to import to? Default is game, meaning it will put into your project's content folder. Yeah, okay. That's fine. I use Unity. I did a little bit of stuff with Unity at an old job. It was pretty cool at the time. I wouldn't choose it now. Like, it's it's gone downhill. It's the way the whole thing is being managed now, and it's just not good for anybody. If you're looking for like open sourcey type stuff, you could use Godot. But if you're looking for like beefy game engine, use Unreal. Yeah, I think Unity was nice if you knew how to code a little bit because it was C sharp, and C sharp's pretty friendly if you know JavaScript. That's why I liked it. But Unreal's nice too. Like if you don't have to actually know how to code to program. You can like script using blueprints, which is Unreal's visual scripting. It's all like node based. So you could learn that if you want to make things happen. And that's nice, but yeah. This is stupid. I'm losing time. I'm doing this again. Do I care about this? Let's just go through here and give it absolute pass for all this crap. There it goes. You're a degenerate. I know. There's crappy normals in places too. Leave me alone. Alright. You have fun, emoji dudes. Anyhow, let me see here. This is gonna make me set up all this stuff again. Wait. If I just go back to meshes, floor straight, low, floor straight. This is the bad one. This is the one that I couldn't make look good. Floor straight. Yeah. If I right click this and I say re-import with new file, and I go to that export folder, wait, that's the wrong one to export. This is the one I want to export. Okay. Now we go back here and we don't need to do that. SM floor long. Okay. They seem to coincide with the right slots. So we'll just say done. What is happening with you? Oh, you know what? I know what's happening. I know what's happening. We have to update the material to use the new grungy thing. Oh my god, there's just so many! Why are there 8, 10? There are 11 materials on this mesh now. I cannot have that. What are these last 3? Highlight. 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 The underside is wrong. Some of these are not being used anymore. Oh my gosh, it's so annoying when you have to deal with this crap. It's really blah. It's really blah. You know what I mean? Now I have to remember where everything goes. Computer, please don't melt. Computer, please don't melt. I like... Yeah. Okay. Why did it add more material slots? I really don't understand why it did that. I'm gonna... Hold on. Maybe I can save myself some effort here. Let's see. If I go back to this again, and I do... Where are you? Re-import with new file. Stupid. Open. Okay. We just have to deal with it and change it. Brass, bronze, what's not where it should be? I guess I need to just go down the list. That is right. That is right. That is right. What are you? Oh, I just realized I also have to... I did something wrong. This can't sit over here like this. This got in the way of the bake. I didn't notice. How did that happen? Stop snapping. Okay. It's the 15 things again. Am I gonna lose my mind? Did another thing wrong. I need to take a mental break. I'll be right back in a minute. All right, I'll be right back. All right. Back to it. Oh, the little chat didn't load back into the video. Huh. Fun. Anyway. Okay. Thank you, thank you. Okay, what I didn't do last time... What didn't I do last time? I was on the wrong model, I think. Oh yeah, I needed... It was. Okay, I need to go back into this one again. To this UV set. And fix this funky guy who's way out here. I wonder if I can... I might be able to copy and paste this UV set to the copy of the other copy of the model. I'm a little nervous about doing that because I'm not sure 100% if it always behaves when you do that, but it should be the same mesh. Should be. I might have made edits at some point though, I'm not sure. Okay. Okay. This does mean though, long is that I need to delete the packed one. And duplicate this again. I really wish Marmoset could understand multiple UV sets. It really is a bummer that it can't. It needs to get that going on. Okay. Yeah, so duplicate that. And for a long pack. Okay. Now we can export floral long packed to Marmoset. I didn't get rid of materials this time like I did last time. For long packed. Bye-bye. Oop. Do it again. I don't trust that this is the same. This has the correct timestamp? Yes, okay. Here, under both of these. Oh, duplicate. There we go. All right. We're all going to be so good at this particular thing by the end of this. Curve, ambient, set the texture, targa, marmoset floor, straight. Make it. There we have it. Maybe I can make the spread a little more. Search distance. Floor occlusion. We're not using that. Cavity. think we need that. Yeah, I don't think any of that would be anything that would help us. Okay. Well, we baked it. Now we go back to Unreal. Whoa, how did I do this again? Oh no! Forget how you get the different views in here. There we go. Oh, it's this. Okay. Everything looks so dirty. Alright, I need to get the new AO and occlusion textures floor. I'm gonna rename this. Re-import. Does that look right? What did that open in? I'm losing my mind again a little bit. Let's see, I need... Why? Why? What are you doing? Marmoset. Floor. Oh. That is what it should look like. I renamed it. Floor straight, AO curve. I'm just gonna drop these in here. And we're gonna go into that material. I need to export, before I do this, I need to export the floor long. This floor long. This is you. Export recursive. Go. You have the two UV sets. Yes. Yes. There's something else I need to add to my material. So I need to go to the marble master material. I need to go down here where we're doing our texture importing. And I have to somewhere specify my UV set that I'm using for this. This is hurting my brain a little bit. Just a little bit. UV's 0, UV's 1. I broke it. Ooh. I didn't re-import that mesh yet, though. What I need to do here, though... Oh, good. Everything's melting. Convert to parameter. I'm gonna do lower straight AO. Also, I'm going to do can I just like plug a number into this? Is there like an int or something? Or is there a specific UV set? UV coordinates? UV or texture coordinates? I forgot what it's called. Texture coordinate. That was wrong. Texture coordinate. Coordinate index. Convert to parameter. Uh-oh, I can't do that, can I? Huh. 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 I think this moved it. I don't think that did what I wanted it to. I figured this out one time. I forgot how to do this. Unreal, material, texture, coordinate, parameter. Multiply your texture coordinate by a scalar parameter, then you can edit the scalar parameter in the material instance. I guess. I don't know what that stands for. This is old. It still might work though. Uh-oh. This feels not like the answer to the question I was trying to find the answer to. Texture coordinate node explained. Unreal material, select UV set. That's what I need right there. Just that, really. Lerping between you can use a switch. Coordinate index 0, coordinate index 1. Oh, that's actually, that works. Hold on. Yeah, we just type 1 here. What's happening? Collapse. You goofball. There you go. Now we need a static switch parameter. We're going to, it's already a parameter, we're going to call it secondary UV set. Use so if we're using the secondary UV set, we're going to put it into true. If we're not, which is the default, we're false, and default value is false. We're going to plug that into the UVs that this is using. And now we're going to apply, and we're going to save. And now we go over here. We're going to see somewhere something. Global switch parameter values. Use secondary UV set. Check. There isn't one on the mesh right now. Well, it's nice that it's smart enough to show something like that. Okay, we're gonna go to meshes. Floor straight, re-import. I think we're gonna have to do this. There's another UV thing I thought about to change on that. Just that one. I don't have to do it on the weird baked mesh. Okay, so we've got this. Floor straight. We gotta get rid of these extra materials. Let's look at the mesh real quick. We're gonna look at UV sets. There's too many. This is the automatically baked one that Unreal made, which is UV channel 2. UV channel 1 is the packed one. UV channel 0 is the crazy tile nightmare. Okay. Can I go to that run and click remove selected? Please confirm removal of UV channel 2. Yes, confirm. It's currently used as a destination for light map UVs. Light map. Destination light map UV index should be 1. Okay. Now don't yell at me. Just delete it. the build settings. Generate. I don't know why it had a problem with that though, it shouldn't have. But we're not making light map UVs. We can go here and now remove that. Yes, do it! Did you not see me just see that? It's currently used as please change the destination light map index value, or to say I did that, just say destination light map index value. Destination light map index 1. Save. Close. Yes. I assume that was saving. Let's look. Destination. UV set. It's on! It's so weird. Sometimes it just does not show up that it did the thing until like you close it and open it up again. Okay. Save that. For the love of all that is good. We need to not be viewing that mess. Boop! I'm gonna do a little hacky trick. Ah! Screen grabbing. Pasting. No, we can be on top always. There we go. As our reference, now we can go back here, not having to move windows around and dump like I did last time. Let's see what's wrong with you. You've got this, you've got this, you've got this, you've got this. Highlight. Isolate. You're nowhere. Are you at the bottom? No. Delete. Okay. Isolate. You are also nowhere. Delete. Okay, this is the black one. It is correct. Look how weird that is. What was I doing? I won't worry too much about it. What was that? You? Green? You in the right spot? Yes. Okay. Isolate you, bottom. You are nowhere. Delete. This is the stuff that should be stone. There's material instance for the stone. MI stone. Video memory is exhausted. Fun! Okay, MI stone. Go. Yay. Okay. Now. Should I be worried about? It's using the wrong UV set. I think this should be the red section. Marble red veinless. And this one should be the bottom. This is my fun cobble-bladed ceiling. I forgot what it's called again. There's a word for it. The ceiling. There's a good. I gotta learn it. It's a nice architectural term, I think. What the? Oh. Oh, I still need to adjust my UVs on the bottom. I haven't done that yet. What is the word I'm trying to think of? It's in the texture. I think I named it right in the texture. There it is. Coffered. I knew it started with a C. I want to say crenellated, but that's not what that is. A coffered ceiling. Okay, I have the correct textures on this part of my mesh. I just had another bad realization. I'm gonna have to make a material instance for each one of these materials that is different for the floor that's straight and the floor that's curved and anything else that I want to put this on. Okay. Well, right now, we'll get the straight one looking right. And then we'll make more material instances later. This is my least favorite track on this album. You'll enjoy it. Okay, so what I need to do. Hey, what's up, film composer? How are you doing? Glad to see you here. What I need to do is what do I need to do? Sorry, my brain turned off for a second. As it likes to do. Day off today. Nice. Good. I'm good. Just trying to get this project to a good place within the next 2 days. Because I'm going out of town for a few days to the mountains. And I want to get this done. And I want to apply for a job I saw. And I want to make sure this is good and done and on my portfolio before I do that. But right now I'm trying to fix some things that I totally, like, wrecked. We're getting there. Hey, you may have noticed. Yeah, it's a remote position. Yeah, we're gonna find any. Actually, okay, so this is interesting. I was reading an article about the current state of the game industry, and this year has like been massive layoffs in the game industry in general, because of overhiring during the pandemic. Studios have been closing. Like thousands and thousands of people in the industry have been laid off this year so far. But the only sort of positive flip on that is that a lot of the companies that have laid people off and have closed studios are reopening studios in places where it's cheaper to run studios. So that means that like the big cities and the big hubs for all these things that have existed for so long, cost of living so high there that like cost of operating is high there, and maybe some studios will start opening up in places where it's cheaper to live. So who knows? We're a growing city. We might see somebody. I'd love it if somebody opened a game studio somewhere nearby. But you know, I'm not crossing my fingers. But other people who live in countries where income like you know, where it's cheaper for companies to operate, like, you know, it's going to probably be a boon for some of those places. But we're still in the States, so who knows? But you know, there's still, I think, lots. You know, there's definitely more remote stuff than there used to be, and you know, holding out to maybe find something remote. But anyway, yeah, I want to apply to this job. And I gotta get this looking good for my portfolio, which I put on my portfolio 2 other times and I felt like it didn't look very good, but I did it anyway. This time, I'm gonna make it look good. Also, I wanted to mention, you know, probably, but I started a Discord for the stream, so that anything that I'm doing on here, I can share resources and talk to people about if they want to talk about it off stream, and maybe just like voice chat stuff, or I can, you know, sometimes on other servers, sometimes I'll just work in a voice chat and stream what I'm working on and just actually talk to people. So if anybody's interested in that, join the Steen's 3D Longhouse Discord. The link is right here. You can't see where I'm pointing. Down there. There are 2 people there now. So, please. Please join us. Let's have a little community. It would be super fun, I think. I think I actually sent you an invite. I don't know if your Discord username is the same as it used to be, but... Anybody else who's watching and wants to just chat or share stuff, hop in. Maybe the email got caught by your spam filter or something. But you can always use the link that like, you don't have to type this in either. Like, you can go to the About section on my Twitch profile. The About section's got an actual, it says Discord community. Just click on that and we'll go to the Discord. Okay, back to this. Let's see here. This one says use secondary UV set. Check. Okay, we are seeing texture. That means it has UV. So I'm gonna save this. And now the dusty stuff should show up in the right place on the blue portions where, what is that? Maybe it's not. Maybe it is. That's odd. Maybe on this at least? Maybe that was a different thing. Yeah, it's looking like it's working right there. Yes! You see the subtle, like, just sort of dullness that's happening around the edges to imply that there's dust. That is, like, really what I wanted. Zoom in. Yep. That's gonna, like, it's a little thing, but I feel like it's gonna make a big difference once I get this in the right spot on all these. So yeah. Yeah. Hey. Got somebody new in here. Nice. Okay. Love it. Alright. Okay, so now what I need to do... This is such a... This is sort of a tedious thing. I have to go through all this. I hope this is interesting for people. But, yeah. I need to get into this green material. I need to go in each of these materials and point it to this texture. Where is the green one? Here you are. You also need to use secondary UV set. It's very dark, but I think it is working. Okay, I can hide this point green. What's that? That's not right. It's not using the right texture. I don't think. Yeah, it's using whatever that dumb grunge map was I imported initially that was wrong. Okay, so I need to go to... I should be a little more organized with this. I kind of have gotten into the habit of making folders for every major piece of geometry that has like a unique texture. Use this. Now, how you look. Yes! Okay. And now it's a matter of just toning it down. Using the mid and black point of the histogram. This slider is so... You gotta drag so far to make it move. I don't know why, it's weird. It's like, I want it to be subtle. It's kind of hard to not overdo it. I wish I had more detail for these grooves and stuff, but like, that's just a whole other level of monkeying with materials that I don't feel like getting into right now. Okay, we got green. Also, we need a black one for sure. Noob question. Once you send this to anyone prospective, can they simply open this in Unreal or Blender and look around with everything you've created? I'm not sending them my actual scene. Like, they won't get my Unreal project or any of my assets. They'll just see my portfolio. They're gonna see still images, maybe a video if I can get my stuff together and make like a little panning animation or something. But it's all just going to the ArtStation website. Yeah. What usually happens when you're applying for art jobs and they like what they see is once your portfolio kind of hooks them, they will send you, most of the time, they'll send you an art test to do. And they usually give you like a week or two. They have something specific that you're supposed to make. And at the end of that, you actually send them files. And they can actually look at like how you did everything in detail. I know that's generally the way it works in most like AAA game studios. Some are really good and will pay you to do the art test. Some are really bad and will take your art test and use it without your permission on stuff that they're working on. I think that's probably an edge case, but I have heard about that happening. But most of the time it's probably unpaid, but you know, it's like you just basically do a little project to prove that you can do the job. So I have not done an art test yet. I have watched videos on how, you know, the kind of stuff you might expect trying to do this kind of job. But yeah, it's kind of like an audition. Yeah. And I think after art test, that's when interviews start happening and stuff. Alright, let's see if I can get that black material. Yeah, still, I'm really hoping that if I get like this project up on my portfolio and finish that other little project I was doing over the past month and get that up on my portfolio, that I feel like I'll have enough stuff on there that looks good where they can see some, you know, some details on things, and you know, fingers crossed, we'll see what happens. But I make the video. Yeah. Oh, the video is not like an audition of me like talking or anything. It's like you know, it's like an animation from the scene, you know. It's like I would animate the camera moving and there'd be, you know, birds flying by and mist and things moving. Sorry, I don't know if I think I might have been unclear on the way I answered your question before. That's what you meant. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I may be doing it on stream, we'll see. If I don't do it on stream, I'll definitely do it on the Discord. So, I'm just planning on being on all the time. It's kind of the way I have been lately anyway. I've just been streaming all my work on Twitch. I think I'm probably gonna portion out the work that I'm doing a little bit in terms of streaming. Like, I'm gonna try to maybe set a couple times a week that I'm actually streaming on Twitch. And other times I'll just be in the Discord working, I think. But that said, like, because it's more of a concrete time that I've set, I'm gonna start putting the streams up on YouTube as well. And so they'll be there. You can't, I mean, on Twitch they disappear after a week, but on YouTube people can go back and watch them whenever. And hopefully as time goes on and I start finishing up some things, I'll maybe make a tutorial to put on YouTube as well to kind of walk people through the process that I use. Kind of I mean, it's pretty common in the industry, and you know, I'm using the software that pretty much everybody else is using. Blender, maybe not, depending on the studio you're looking at, but the other stuff is what folks are using to do environment stuff. So yeah, it'd be cool to have kind of a little walkthrough on how to do some things for people who are new or just curious about how I made something. Yay! I need to close some things. Maybe if I close some things, I won't have this problem with Unreal being out of memory. Marmoset. I'm just gonna call this floor straight. You gotta be like this. I didn't want to put it in the floor straight folder. I wanted to take a scene. Floor straight dot pb scene. There we go. The Symbolverse in the software. Yeah. More or less, depending on what we're talking about. Like, I know most of this software is so deep that, like, you could be an expert in a particular program, and like just, I don't know, like it's hard to be an expert in all of them. When you're doing environment art, you kind of like, and 3D stuff in general, I'd say like you kind of learn enough to get the job done, and then you continue expanding out from there. Um, but there's just so much you can do with all this stuff, and you can be really good at different facets of it. So yeah, it's like, yeah, with like Logic, it's, if you know enough to like record some tracks and layer them on top of each other and do a little mixing, you can get the job done, use some plugins or whatever. But yeah, I think I know enough to get the job done. So like, it's more like knowing how to do the little bits and pieces you need to do. Wise or Fmod, I don't know those. Those might be like, what do you call it? Like middleware that games use to control like audio playback or something, or mixing in the game. Wise or Fmod, I feel like I've seen those. Like, they're those logos you see when the game starts. You're like, what is that? What is Bink Video? Proprietary stuff that game companies pay for to do part of the work, so they don't have to. What else can I close right now? This. It's kind of a memory hog, I think. Yeah. Yeah. The floor marble, it looks shiny. Yeah. It is shiny. I'm trying to make it selectively less shiny in places, though, to give it some, just kind of a little bit of dirtiness and crevices, like would happen. Just places it's hard to, get in there and clean. Right now it's like too pristine, although right here it looks really messed up. But I'm about to click a button and make it look right, so here we go. Perfect. Why do you look like this? Oh, same reason the other one looked like that, is it's not using the right texture yet. I'm having a hard time not leaning out of my video with my new setup. There we go. This one's a little, maybe it needs a little bit more. Turn it back a little bit more visibility on the grime on the black. Like you'd see it a little more. Let's turn it way down. Oh wait, yeah, this has to be below mid, or else it gets weird. Okay, now we're seeing a lot of it right here, which we don't want to see a lot of it right here. A little. Yeah, so. Oh, it's not in the corner yet. I keep looking over there and being like, why don't I see it? Yeah, get all right here. Okay. Save. What else do we need? The red one. Textures. Venus, no. Floor AO. Secondary UV set from the mesh. And we are plugging in the red mask now. This is just ambient occlusion. I've baked. Yeah, it's a little fuzzy near the edges. All right. Okay. Now we have a process. We just need to apply that same process to the curve, the corner thing. So it shouldn't be too bad. And I'll do outside of the dirt stuff. Yeah, it seems to be. Yeah, I got my seamless style back. Okay. That's good, I think. Did I? Maybe not. That's okay. It is like so barely noticeable. Okay. Oh, gotta stretch. Whee! Oh my gosh, my Discord has 3 whole users. Thank you for joining, people who donate. You gotta start somewhere. I'm happy to have anybody. So the benefits of joining the Discord right now are that you can see my Notion page of miscellaneous notes that I type down. They're readable. You can read them and understand what they're about. There's actually some pretty good links in there. So usually when I'm trying to solve a problem, usually when I'm watching tutorials and stuff, if I find the solution, I will type down in a document the important parts of what I've found in that, watching a video that does that thing. So like it's right there, but I also put the link to the thing that I found the information in. So I'll just keep doing that and I'll keep sharing it with everybody. So just, you know, if you want to find some solutions to some things that you might be working on, that might be a place to look if you're trying to figure out how I did something that you also may be trying to do. So, yep. And I'll try to keep it clean and organized. I might give it another pass sometime soon to clean it up a little bit, but overall it's pretty readable for anybody. So check it out. My page of miscellaneous 3D notes. And what I could do today to add to that is, I'm going to make a little note of it right here on a piece of paper so I don't forget. I don't want to take the time to do it right now on the stream, but I will do it. Is show how I selected a UV set. Like that's a good little thing to, like, I know I've gone back and tried to figure that out more than once, so like that'll be a good thing to have documented. So I'm going to say how to switch material UVs in UE. So I'll try to make stuff like that a regular part of what I'm doing in this stream. Is documenting the answers I find to my questions so everybody else can also have those on hand. Okay. Now what we need to do next is fix this corner the same way we did everything else. What are you? Floor corner. Great. You need your second UV set. Oh wait. One big thing we didn't do yet, before I get into that, is fix the tiling on the bottom of this. I'm trying to remember how I did this before. I think I set a tile twice. It should be pretty easy to do. Floor... Where'd you go, floor? The correct floor, I mean. Floor straight height. It's just... Is it just floor straight? Oh my god. It's important to be organized when you're doing environment art, because... You'll end up with lots and lots of things. Just look here. I think it's... I did this one up here, right? Floor long packed. No. Floor long. Okay. You go to the top UV map. Show all these. And what I need to adjust. I do this sometimes, and I don't know what it is I'm doing that's making it jump around like this. I think it's Zen UV doing something to help me. Too much. Island. Hydrating. Old man's has got to hydrate. Trying to remember what I did last time. I think I know. I like this track. It's interesting, like, chord changes. Okay, you can just align to the left. I don't care really what you're doing. And... do I care? No, that's a piece of University. This needs to be aligned to the bottom. To the left. And I forgot what I did after that. Ooh, I stretched it, I think, which is usually against my instincts to do, but in this case it ended up meeting up pretty much where I needed it to. I want to hide everything but this. Hey. There we go. Hide selected. Oh, it's That's the same thing. It's hide selected with the unselected checkbox. The toggle. Now, the next thing I need to do is fit this into the UV area. And I like to use transform fit from UV to do that. Fit to region. And there was a nice way to do this that I figured out before. Now I forgot. Fit to UV area? No. There was a way. Scale. My brain. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Maybe it was scale. I swear there was a way you could fit it to just the width and then have it extend beyond, but now I can't remember how to do it. Axis. Did that do it? Does that do it? Does this do it? That's just scaling based on this number. That's not right. I have a different solution. I think this is actually what I did last time. I think I just did this and aligned to the left. Did this aligned to the right. And then I did this and moved it up to... I think I just did this and went up a unit. I think this is right. So just a hair stretched vertically, but it's fine. It makes it tile. And it lines up the way I want it to. Please don't crash. Thank you. Let's save an incremental save. Oh my gosh. Do we get to celebrate? Oh no, it's... I have well over 100 saves for this scene. This is probably not good. Not good for my hard drive space, for sure. Oh gosh. Just, I don't... you make big changes, and if you... Sometimes it's just so hard to go back and undo a thing. Or like redo a thing. Makes sense to incrementally save a lot. Okay. Let's export this again. Are you doing it? 2 assets will be exported. What else is getting exported? Uh-oh. What is selected? Oh, shoot. Well... Here's the test. Let's re-import the mesh. Can I use the script now? Let's see. That might not work. I didn't need to copy it. I think I still had it down here, but that's okay. Yeah, I think I... Oh, God. No, I don't want these in here. I didn't mean to do this. I know. We don't need these. Delete. Re-import. This is the wrong one. Is it the wrong one? This looks like the wrong one. Oh man. Oh no! Please. Oh, this is in a weird place. Wait, what is all this crap? Oh man. I don't think this is any of this is what I want. I think I can delete all that probably. Let's go back to meshes because I already have my floor mesh. Like this process works real great when you have started using it from the beginning. But trying to come in here where I've been importing things differently is sort of a pain in the butt. Yeah, there we go. Bye. Yes, that looks correct now. We got our... Uh-oh. I forgot to do the stone. Take it easy. Thank you for hanging out with me. We gotta hang out in person again soon. Oh. I forgot that curvature has white values as well. It's okay. I think it's okay. Oh man, every material I make with this now is going to have that bad default texture. Next time, it shall be corrected. And you need to use also, what the, oh that's the corner. You need to use, where are we? Yep, you can see it right here. The secondary VSet. That's okay. So much bright. Yeah. Boop, 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 boop. Ooh, look at how much it's making that pop. because there's like the light contrast in between, and the tiny spots where the AO is strongest, the dust is strongest. Looks good. I'll probably go back one day and look at this and be like, that looks terrible. Why did I like that? But that is the journey of artist. It looks good enough to make me happy for now. Okay, what we're gonna do now is get this corner looking the same as the straight piece. Fog. A little fog. Makes it all look better. Okay, sorry. Staring and thinking, as one does when they make environment art. The corner. I gave you your second UV set. Naming it doesn't really matter, but in Blender it makes it clearer. Owie, my back's stiff. Oh! I hate how audible that water bottle is, but is my water bottle. Why are you like this? You go away. You go with you. That is a meaty snare drum, I tell you what. Time to pack these UVs. UV pack master. Just use the same settings I use for the other part. We are looking at the wrong UV set though. So that's real bad. Let's get out of here. Oh, it'll look the same though, but I gotta make sure I'm on the right one. I almost changed the wrong UVs. I almost messed up my UV sets. I guess that I could have then like renamed them or whatever, but that's fine. Packed. Active. Pack. Woo! Oh my god. Where'd you go? What happens? What's the best? Shuffle all these ridiculous tiny bits around until they're in a spot that makes sense. How are we looking? Looking alright, I guess. We'll find out when we make it in a second. Okay. I still don't know what to do with the underside of this thing, but I'm wondering if I should... It's kind of set up to tile already. Based on the textile density of everything else, so I'll just leave that alone. Oh, I need to duplicate this and rename it floor corner packed. Delete the first UV set. And let's get rid of all the materials. Boop. Export. Floor corner. Export. It's almost 5. I'll have to go shortly. But hopefully I can get this corner done first. And then we can call it a stream. And then I'll be back in Discord later for anybody who might want to come in and say hi. Continuing to work on this stuff. So the fam is now home, so I might have to leave in a second. We'll see. We might get a cameo by the young Steen in a minute. He loves being on the Twitch. One day he will probably be a YouTube person. He desperately wants to be on YouTube. But he's 9. Let's see. I need to go to... That is... it was under Blender X. It's in my export folder, Marmoset corner. And we're just gonna drag that under high where it won't land. There's a way to do that. That's where it's supposed to go when you import, but I forgot how you do it. I'm sure it's very simple. I'm just lazy and haven't taken the time. Okay, so doing what we did before. Bumping this up to 4K. Turning off normals. We really just want ambient occlusion. I'm not even gonna bother with curvature right now. I need a name. Marmoset floor corner. Floor. Usually do targets. I don't know if there's, oops. I don't know if they're smaller than PSDs. Usually huge, but I bet it's probably something I could really easily get away with using a PNG on. But we'll just stick with this for now. Floor corner. Save. Oh, I heard the door. And now we're gonna click bake. And we're gonna look at our beautiful ambient occlusion that just got baked. And we're gonna save this. Floor corner dot pbc. Alright. Now
we're still gonna continue getting fun jukes on Saturdays, right?
let's see, what am I doing? Oh man, my throat is getting tired from talking so much. More tea handy next time. Or water. I have water. I should just drink more of it. Floor corner. This has our two UV sets. This is gonna import all janky. Yep. Okay. Why does it say 3 assets will be exported? Please explain yourself. Oh. I think there's an export selected in here somewhere. Isn't it fun how, like, sometimes your brain just, like, forgets something you've done 50,000 times? There it is. It's usually, well, I haven't done it 50,000 times. It's usually a thing you do once and you don't have to do it again. But I forgot where it was. In the drop-down selection filter. Hoy! Okay. Select it. Re-import with new file. Man, I forget what. Material conflicts. Why? Why did my floor disappear? They all disappeared. And now we're standing in the sun. Hi. Why you do this? It's on 0, it appears. What? Oh my gosh. Was it not sitting at that position last time? Move to center. Is it rotated weirdly? Is that what it is? No. There's a lamp in the middle of... What are you doing over here? That's not a good place for you. Alright, Oh. There it is. But why? Is there one down here too? Yeah. They all moved by a significant amount. Where is your origin? Here. I think it is a rotation thing. Hold on. It seems like it would be. Because here it is fighting with something else. Yeah. Hold on. If I do... Where is it? Where is anything ever in this? Oh, floor packed is not what I want, though. Floor corner is what I want. X4 recursive. Rotate to 0. I think that'll do it. Let's try that again. Go back, re-import. Yay! Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Let's see if this has the correct number of material slots. No. I'm pretty sure this... Well, maybe. Highlight. 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 It does. That's actually right. That's right. That's too many materials. But don't tell the Unreal Engine police. Don't tell the people who are possibly hiring me that I have so many material slots on my thing. Okay. They'll know. This is just the bait, the portfolio bait, to get them to be like, this looks nice. He knows what looks nice. Now have him make nice, and that'll be the test. Now I need to bring in the AO texture for this. Who dat? Something is on sale from my wish list on Steam. And me with 0 money. What is it though? It is to be determined. Oh boy. which is always on sale on my wish list when anything goes on sale. And Enshrouded. I forgot what Enshrouded is. Is that the one that looks like that's like the stylized sort of, what is this? Oh, it's the kind of Valheim like survival, but Dark Soulsy. Like, yeah, that sounds kind of cool, actually. How much is it? Forgot to look. It's $23.99. One day. Not today. I think that is a game that had, I think that's the game that the people who made... Oh, what the heck's that game called now? The one that was like those 3D Zelda games that was gritty on Xbox 360. Oh shoot, what the heck was that game called? Darksiders. I think it's the... Is that it? The people who made that? That might be a different game that I'm thinking of. Nobody knows. Okay. Oh, this is the part that's the tedious part. Here we go. We have to duplicate all material instances that we need. I don't need it for brass, but I do need it for... I need it for bronze. I think I need it for that. I think I just need it for the stone. Marbly stuff. Duplicate. Nope. 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 Not what I'm to do. I need, this one. Corner. Corner. Alright. Now we go down the list. And we do this. That was weird. That looked like a texture for a second. That didn't make any sense. Stone corner. I can't do it here because this is just adjusting the instance of this. I need to do it in here. Oh man, I'm gonna have to reset some of this, but that's okay. Corner. 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 And I don't know what I'm doing with that yet, but that's okay. Save. And what we have to do, I need to go back in here and like reset these. Do their default values. I just set, okay. Now we go to our corner materials. Yeah, I can just do this. This is not where this should live. This needs to be in textures. Okay. Is it? It's showing recursive. It's fine. Okay. We're gonna go here. It's actually handy that I can see it here. You go here. Okay. The moment of truth. Look, the corner looks like the other part. Oh my gosh. I might need to make a few adjustments to like how heavy the dust looks on some of this, but we're doing it. We're doing it, everybody. Heck yeah. That's progress, I say. Okay. Well, I think it's about time for me to take a break and save all these things before I make a big mistake. Thank you everybody who joined and chatted and joined the Discord. Yeah, look forward to talking to you more there. And I will be back doing this again soon. I'm going to figure out a time that I can hit this every couple days a week at least for the Twitch stream. So I'll try to make that a regular occurrence at the same time every time. So TBD, but I'll get back doing that. And yeah, catch you later, and I'll talk to you all soon. Where's my... I got an end thing now, man. Where is it? Here it is. Bye.